Hey YouTube, this is Matrix Cell working on behalf of Nightbloom Vision and bringing you your third C++ tutorial. So in our last tutorial where we left off, we talked about expressions and libraries and stuff like that. Today I want to talk more about expressions specifically and talk about operator precedence and associativity. Alright, so let's delete this right here. Just like how you have the left shift operator, you also have other operators as well. Like for example, you have the regular mathematical operators you use every day, like addition. By the way, this std end line just prints out a new line. That's all it does. ctrl F5. You can see it prints out 8, and also it makes a new line because you use this std end line. Alright, so now let's talk about operator precedence. Alright, so what is operator precedence? Okay, so in Google Chrome, I pulled up this page. It's titled Operator Precedence and Associativity. Alright, so what does operator precedence mean? Alright, so if you look on this list, you can see that you have like a bunch of operators. And then if a certain operator is higher than the other, that means it has greater precedence over the other. So if we look here, we can see, yep, the addition operator. And then we can also see the left shift operator, which we have been using. We can see that the addition operator has greater precedence over the left shift operator. So what does this mean? This means that the addition operation will always execute before the left shift operator, unless you use parentheses, of course. So if you look here, you can see that to make this clearer, we're going to put parentheses around here. So this is the order of execution. First, the addition operation is performed, and that returns 8. And then the left shift operator performs, which takes the 8 on the right hand side and then prints it out onto our output stream, which is our console. And then after that, the C out, the output stream is returned, which is then used again to print out our new line. So that's what operator precedence is. Okay. All right. So operator associativity. If we look here, it says the operator associativity rule tells the compiler whether to evaluate the operators from left to right or from right to left. All right. So what that basically means is that if we have something like this, okay, so we have the left shift operator, right? And then we're just using the left shift operator for all these expressions. So they're obviously at the same precedence level. So in which order do these execute? Well, if you look here, it says here that left shift executes from left to right. If something is at the seventh operator, if something is at the seventh precedence level, the associativity is left to right. So this will execute left to right. First it'll print high, and then that'll return the C out, and then it'll print matrix cell, and then it prints out the new line. That's the same thing as doing basically the same thing as just putting these on their own lines. I'm not going to go ahead and type all of it, but you get the point. So when you execute that, you can see it prints out hi a matrix cell and then present a new line also. Yeah, so another example of associativity, if you were to do something like alright, so if we look at the chart, we can see that multiplication and division are at the same precedence level, and the associativity is left to right for this precedence level. So that means that if you're using operators at the same associativity, in this case the multiplication and the division symbol, everything will execute from left to right. So in this case, it'll execute 6 times 4, which is 24, divided by 2 is 12, times 2 is 24. So if we print that out, Ctrl F5, gonna take a little bit of time here. We get 24. Great. So this may seem familiar to you because in math you also have what you call PEMDAS, which is the order of operations. You have the parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. And here you also have what you call you also have parentheses here too. So if I do something like 3 plus 4 times 4, right, we get 23. Well, it's because the multiplication symbol actually has greater precedence over the addition. And you can see right here that the multiplication has greater precedence over the addition. So here the 5 times 4 gets executed first, that returns 20, and then that 20 is used in the addition expression, and which is added to 3, and you get 23. If you want to override this, just like in math, you can always put parentheses to override the default precedent. So here, instead of doing the multiplication first, the addition is done first. So you'll get 8. 8 times 4 is what? 32. So then it prints out 32. As you can see, 32. Alright, so that was it for this tutorial. Thanks for watching. Comment below, subscribe, donate to our Patreon. If you have any questions, join our Discord. And I'll see you in the next tutorial. Thanks for watching.